Hey guys, welcome back to another video on information technology. Happy Sunday. I hope everyone's having a good day. Today I want to go over an overview of Troubleshooting Outlook 2013 and 2016. We went over this before, but I didn't go over everything, so I'm going to go over everything today. Or at least most of the things that you should know as a technician. If you're working in tech support, desktop support, help desk, or any of those jobs, etc., etc. So let's make this video real quick. If you notice, I got a new headset. This is the Astro 8 A40 TR. This video is not about headsets, so I'm just gonna go over the video right away. The agenda for today is overview of Microsoft Outlook 2013, troubleshooting repairing Outlook, calendar overview, DB groups, which is distribution groups, and add-ins. So overview of Microsoft 2013. We're gonna create a signature. I think you know how to do that. We created it before in my other videos, so you see here is my Gmail account. I have it open. It's perfectly fine. If you want to email me about anything, just let me know. I'm real chill. I'm a chill guy, laid back. If you want to talk about anything IT related, just let me know. I'd be more than happy to help you out. So, you already know I'm based in the New York area, or New York City, really. So, we're gonna go to File. We're gonna go into Options. We're gonna go into Mail. We're going to go into Signatures. As you see here, I already created my signature, so you'll click New, Create. You can set it up for new messages or replies. Click OK, and then click New Mail, and it should pop up. So yep, that's the signature. I want to go over reply all. Reply is just replying to the message. Reply all is to reply to all the users in the message. And then forward is if you want to forward the email to someone else. And then you could forward as an attachment as well to other users if they want to save the whole chain of emails and save it on their computer and stuff like that. We also have cache mode, which is what I explained to you last time. What it does is, an example is a user doesn't get all their emails because they see all their emails on their iPhone or their Android device, but it doesn't show up on their Outlook on their computer. It's not updating correctly. It's because either they're in working offline mode. Sometimes that happens. Sometimes people uncheck this by accident. You could do send and receive old folders to see if the emails are going through correctly. You could also check if the user's ticked in cache mode, which basically is the user is check marking cache mode, so the emails aren't refreshing, updating the way they're supposed to update every 2 minutes, every 1 minute. So for cache mode, you will go to File, Account Settings, click on Change. I set up an IMAP server here. I'm not working in cache mode. If you're working in cache mode, it will be a box here that says cache mode. You uncheck it, you click OK, you click Next, and it's gonna make you restart Outlook. Let's talk about creating folders as well. We create folders. You right click New folder, and we'll call it test or what have you, which is the one that I created already, which is called test. You create folders, you clean up junk. You could create an email message, an appointment, meeting, contact, task. The view settings, obviously if you want to change your view settings, we could change the view settings on your Outlook. You could change it to hide, group me, preview. You could change the font on your Outlook. Change the groups, sort by, filter, conditioning, format, filter. Other settings would be this one to change the column of the font, the row font. Change it to show on the right panel, bottom, etc. The user wants their emails to show up, the preview of this email to show up on the bottom instead of the right. You just go to read panel, bottom. You could turn it off. You could put it to the right. And that's how you do it. You just move this here. You could sort by date. Put newest to oldest. Unread. Mentions. Nothing there. It's fine. And you could archive emails, delete. We went over this before. Create rules. Like if you want to create a rule that it sends it to one particular, like if you want this to go to a specific folder, you could do that as well. Select the folder and it goes to that one folder. Some cases, some people create some weird rules, and that messes up everything. Like sometimes you have users that they have a rule and it goes directly to the trash bin, and they're like, I don't know why my emails are not showing up. So you might want to check the rules. You might want to recreate their account, which I'm going to go over later on, and stuff like that. Go over options, general, show mini tool selection, live preview, put your username, personalize the copy of your Microsoft, mail, we went over the site already, signature, Outlook panels, how it looks, show 5 items, play sound when the message arrives, replies, forwards, send messages, tracking, message format, calendar, how you want calendar work hours to start from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Start on Sunday, first week of the year. Reminders every 15 minutes. Add holidays. Display options. If you want to add another time zone, you can add another time zone. Show second time zone. Schedule assistance. If you want to auto accept meetings, you could do that as well. You could change it to Celsius or Fahrenheit. People, how you want to sort it by first and last name. The index, the task. Set reminders. Search, you want to search a current folder. You can search a current folder. You want to search the whole mailbox. You can search the mailbox. You want to search all the mailboxes. You could click on this one to show all the mailboxes. You can add other languages to your Outlook. Office settings. You go to advanced. Reminders, export, send and receive, developers, display, hardware acceleration, which is what I have ticked because it messes up your computer with, if you were using an NVIDIA graphics card, I would check that because for some reason you get lag with the NVIDIA graphics card. Custom ribbons, quick access, add-ins, we'll go over that later. Trust Center, if you want things to download on a Mac like HTML or files that are like downloadable content files and stuff like that. Macro settings, email security, privacy, trusted publishers. And then that's pretty much the overview of this. We're going to go over troubleshooting, repairing Outlook. The user is having issues with their Outlook. Their Outlook is not showing the correct emails. Obviously, you would uncheck cache mode. Their Outlook is not showing the correct emails. You will recreate their profile, control panel. Mail, show profiles, add, we'll call it test. If it's in a server environment, it will sync automatically. Click next, next, next. Click more settings, and then uncheck the cache mode. So, yep. Repairing Outlook. Obviously, you can repair Outlook by going to the control panel, going to category or small or what have you, uninstall a program. You're not going to uninstall, you're going to click change. You can do a quick repair, online repair, depending on what version of Outlook you're running or what version of Microsoft Office you're running. Running Outlook in safe mode. If you have an issue with Outlook, you want to make sure that you're not, if like some people have add-ins that they run, and these add-ins cause conflict with Outlook, and that's the reason why it keeps crashing. So you can run Outlook in safe mode, and basically, if it runs perfectly fine in safe mode, then you know that there's something wrong with the add-in that they're running. You could check the memory. Obviously, you go to the right-hand side, Task Manager, Processors, see what's going on, see if they're running a lot of applications, see if they're running a lot of stuff in the background, like Chrome, Excel. But some like financial people, they use a lot of Excel. They're really strong in Excel. Like they're using a lot of million tabs, and it messes up Outlook. So you want to look at that as well. Outlook error messages, which is Outlook cannot find the server. Sometimes their internet is not plugged, the computer's not plugged into the network, so they can't find the server. So Outlook does not want to open when you click on it. Try running Outlook in safe mode. Maybe it runs. If it doesn't run, then something's wrong with Outlook. The last resort, like I wrote there, the last resort would be removing and reinstalling Outlook. You tried everything and it just does not want to work. Reinstall and remove Outlook. Just reinstall it again. This is the memory. I said about 32-bit, 64-bit. Check if Outlook Outlook is 64-bit or 32-bit, what version you're running. Because if they have a lot of memory and it's saying that it doesn't have enough memory sources to run this Outlook or run this file or open this file, is because the Outlook version might be 32-bit. So you want to check that as well. So I'm gonna go over calendar and overview of distribution groups. So we go to calendar, move that over here back to the right. You could see I'm creating a new calendar. I'm just gonna delete it. I'm gonna right click here, click new calendar. We're gonna call it tech. Let's see. My fault. Give me a second. Oh, I created it already. Created as a public folder, actually. Well, that's fine. You see. That's fine. Yeah, so we create a new calendar. Whenever you create a new calendar, Kevtech, delete that group, yeah. Create a new calendar, you could actually add you could permission the calendar to someone else. So you click properties. Well, you don't have it here, you don't have it, but when you have another calendar that you have another calendar created, you could give permissions to that calendar to someone else or whoever you're trying to give permission to. No, cancel. Give me a second. There we go, that's our calendar. I was looking for the calendar. I'm like, where is it? I'm not creating a new calendar. Yeah, you could give permissions to the calendar if you're trying to give permissions to the calendar. Let me remove it. Give me a second. Yeah, that's fine. Go back. Go to public folders. Delete folder. Have too many of them. Properties, you could share the folder, but I can't do it here. It would have to be on a server environment. There's the calendars I was looking for. Properties, yeah, it doesn't let you share it here. It's fine. You share the calendar as well if you're trying to share it with someone. You could share the calendar with someone. That's how you share the calendar with someone. Let's see, what else? How to create a distribution group. Go to new items. Go to, clicked on the wrong one. Give me a second. Calendar properties are right there, but it doesn't really do much. It's actually here as in people. Sorry about that. So new group. Yep. And I already created it already. It's called, mine is called technology. I'll create another group. I created another group again. I'm gonna call it technology. Save and close. See, it's right here already. That one's called tech support, and I added myself to it. So I can add people to it. The smiley face. Yeah. Create a new contact here. Add all your contacts here, whoever you're trying to add. There we go. Add a new contact. Forward, save, address book. Create another distribution group right here. You see that? Can't open it up. It's fine. You could check for it though. If you're trying to like send an email to that distribution group, just that distribution group, go to address book, tech support, double click, click OK. You see who's in that group. You send it to those recipients who you're trying to send it to. Distribution groups, public folders, calendar overview. I went over calendars already. You could view by week, view by day, view by work week. If you want to open up a calendar, a shared calendar, you can open it here, but there are no shared calendars here. These are distribution groups. Open up calendar groups, email folder. It's fine. Create a new appointment. Some users have the Skype add-in here, which is kind of annoying. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't work. It's really annoying sometimes. You create a reoccurrence, like how many times you want it to reoccur, start and end date, daily, weekly, monthly, yearly. It's an important one. The time zone, you can add the time zone in there. That's it. Yeah, that's pretty much it for the calendar. We don't have to know anything else. Skype add-in. So, troubleshooting add-ins. So, some users have add-ins that they use on Outlook, which is they use Skype, they use Link. Some use other stuff. So, yeah, sorry about that. I paused my video for a second. I had to get my laundry, which you probably see it in the background. Give me a second, one more time, actually. Give me a second. Alright, so, the add-ins. Yeah, the add-ins are kind of annoying to deal with. Some add-ins, you have to repair it. Some add-ins, you have to reinstall it. Some add-ins, you have to repair it, reinstall it, rerun it again. Sometimes it's not the add-in. Sometimes it's Outlook that's not behaving correctly. So you have to reinstall Outlook again. Sometimes it's not even that. Sometimes you have to add the add-in again on Outlook itself. And in order to do that is you go to File, you go to Options. You're like, okay, so he's gonna go over the add-ins now because I tell you the add-ins, I'm gonna go over it later. So the add-ins are right here. So add-in, I clicked the wrong button. Sorry. Options, add-ins. See comp add-ins, there's disable items. You go to disable items. This one's disabled, which is fine. And then comp add-ins. And then if you have a specific add-in you want to add, you could add it here. This is the file path of that add-in, and you could add it through there. You will add it in there. Click OK, and then it should show up, and it should work. If it doesn't work, then you're gonna have to download the add-in again. If it doesn't work, you might have to repair the add-in. If it doesn't work, then you might have to repair Outlook. If all those things don't work, then you might have to reimage the computer. So I've seen this add-ins get really annoying sometimes to deal with. Sometimes they work, sometimes they don't work. Sometimes they work and it works perfectly fine. Other times it doesn't. So depends where you are and what scenario you are and what add-ins they're using and stuff like that. So Anyway, that should be everything for today. Thanks for watching my video. Rate, comment, subscribe, and share. Share it to the people that might not know how to use Outlook or are not familiar with Outlook or are tech that are trying to troubleshoot Outlook. Some of the things I showed you, you could Google it. Some of the things I showed you, you might not have time to research. So you probably, it's helpful for you in some sort of way. I haven't been active as much. Apologize for that. And I'm installing my server stuff again. When I get a chance, I'll make another video. And I hope you guys are having a good one. Happy Sunday.